Demi, and I am back at Harry Potter, New York. Today I'm going to be experiencing both brand new VR virtual reality experiences here at the store. They are offering two different experiences. One is called Wizards Take Flight, and the other one is called Chaos at Hogwarts. One we're going to be flying on a broom, another one we're going to be walking around through Hogwarts. I'm also going to be showing you what happens when things go wrong. Sometimes things break. This is a brand new experience, and I'm going to show you exactly what happened here today and what happens when that does happen. I'm also going to explain what happens when you're late to this experience. So I found out a lot of information. I'm also going to talk about wheelchair accessibility, so stay tuned. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to see. Now let's go get into some hijinks. If you buy a VR experience here at Harry Potter, New York, if you buy one or you buy both on the same day, you do not need to come here and get a reservation spot. If you saw my opening day video, which I will link for you right here, to get into the store, you do need to come and get a reservation. But because you have the VR experience, you do not need to do that. If you have a ticket for the VR experience, you're going to come to the front of the store and you're going to find the person with a red tie, and they're going to check you in and they're going to send you inside. Once you check in with the front, they're going to send you inside. You're going to walk through this first room here. You're going to walk through the room with the wands. You're going to end up in the main hub area, and you're going to look for a team member with a red tie. So there is the team member. Now, as I said, there are two VR experiences here. So for example, I'm going to tell you my itinerary. Online, I purchased first Wizards Take Flight. It was $34. Both are $34, but you have to do it one at a time. So I bought my Wizards Take Flight for $10.30. After I did that, I went and bought Chaos at Hogwarts at $11.30, also $34. So you have to have at least an hour in between each reservation. And they tell you to wear comfortable shoes and comfortable clothing because you are going to be kind of moving around, and you need to be comfortable. So I just checked in, and because I'm doing Wizards Take Flight first, I'm going to head on downstairs. If you are needed of an elevator, here is Hagrid. To the right of Hagrid is the elevator. If you are doing Chaos at Hogwarts, you're actually going to come over here by the tree, and you're going to meet your team member here. So before we head downstairs for Wizards Take Flight, I want to quickly talk about the plot for Chaos at Hogwarts. So for Chaos at Hogwarts, you are actually going through platform 9 3/4, and you are going to Hogwarts. And Dobby's going to find you, and you have to help Dobby get a suitcase to Professor Dumbledore. And crazy things are going to happen along the way, and you're going to be using magic, and you're going to be going through Hogwarts. So that is a walking one. Wheelchair accessibility is available for that as well. But let's head downstairs and we'll talk about Wizards Take Flight. After you come down the stairs, you're going to come next to Mina Lima is Wizards Take Flight, and you're going to check in with the team member with the red tie. My experience is at 10:30. They recommend you coming a half hour before your experience. I actually was running late because of train issues, so I got here 10:15 versus 10, but it was okay. So if you're running like a few minutes late, don't panic. Just do your best to get here, and if you come past your time, that's unfortunate, but if you are here, like me, 15 minutes before the experience begins, that should be totally okay. So I found out, and this is super important, at least at time of recording, they are requiring the ID of the person who purchased the ticket. So I actually almost couldn't make it today. I had a family emergency. I reached out online. I didn't hear anything back because it was super last minute. Luckily, I was able to make it, but I did find this out. If you do cancel within 3 days, they will actually refund you. I did ask because I did have an emergency. They did say that they would have refunded me because it was an emergency. They probably just wouldn't have gotten the message until 3 days later. So just be patient. At this time, there is no rescheduling your tickets. But so if maybe that might change in the future. But as of right now, that's the deal. So if you're not the person that didn't purchase the tickets, you cannot come and check in at the experience itself because you need to have an actual ID with you. I was let in behind the rope. I just found out that it's 4 people per experience. Behind the rope, it's themed to taking flight. You have prices for brooms, you have flight records, a flight log, and some posters, the schematics for, or drawings, whatever it's called, for a firebolt. They also have this really, really pretty bulletin board over here, and it has some Quidditch World Cup papers and the Quidditch World Cup program with Ireland and Bulgaria, an ad for pumpkin juice, and you can see like the Bulgaria stickers, and it looks so cool. I just love the artwork.
back with your needs, 1 through 4.
Thank you. Oh, this is so cool.
That tab
You're
on
gonna
the
put your
side.
stuff in here. You're gonna grab out these hand sensors. The hand sensors are gonna obviously go on your hands. You'll see it goes that way with the red piece sticking up front and the blue light facing your fingers. You're gonna do them.
There are 2 straps on the side, 1 on the top. The 2 on the side are going to make sure that the headset is nice and secure to your face. The 1 on the top is going to make sure that the lenses stay aligned with your vision. There's also 2 of these headsets on the side. They are not going to rest on your ears. They're going to hover right above. Just make sure that they're over the center of your ear so you can hear properly. So if you ever need help at any time, go ahead, raise your hand. I'll come around, tap you on the shoulder just to let you know that I'm there, and I'll help you with whatever you may need. Okay. All right, so next thing that I am going to ask of you, if I could get your Hogwarts house, and then you're able to pick from which avatar you would like in-game. Go ahead and pick which avatar.
I am a Hufflepuff,
awesome.
yeah.
And then which avatar would you like?
I will take number 1, I guess.
Number 1.
Or 9, whatever. I can't count.
Well, it's all good. On 3, we'll do Alohomora. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Alohomora!
Awesome. All right, you guys. Your number 1 is going to go to my right.
Okay, so here's what happened. We were in there for basically close to an hour trying to reboot the entire game, and it just wasn't working out. But because I have the next experience at 11:30, they are actually refunding me for this, but they will let me go back later. But they are taking me, just walked up the stairs. Oh, and now I'm in the room where the Bowtruckles are, and I'm going into, thank you, Chaos at Hogwarts. Oh my goodness, we are really going.
Head in with Tony Ann and check in with your ID.
Oh my gosh! Excuse me, can you tell me where platform 9 3/4 is?
We have 9 and 10, but I'm not sure about 9 and 3/4.
Oh, okay, because I was told to go.
Yeah,
I'm not sure?
I'm not too sure.
Okay. All right, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh. The only way to even see this room is if you have ticket to the VR experience. This is so amazing. This is unbelievable. And now we go into the next room. Thank you so much. Oh boy. Oh, this is interesting. We got stuff in the cubby.
Things sort of like a zip tie and tighten it on up. We want it to be right in the middle, sort of over. There's a little red tab towards the light. Just push it on in and it'll pull.
We light toward the toes.
This is our first VR experience.
Okay.
Put her behind you. You guys are just going to sit on like a right. And then we're going to pull these straps on the floor. Go
Okay,
ahead
so
and stand on those
I have to
spots.
leave you here, but this is a walking experience with the backpack. I'm really excited. See you in a minute. Oh my God. Okay, that was unbelievable. So this version is a walking attraction. So you have like the backpack with the headset on, and you have sensors on your hands and your feet, and you are starting in King Cross, and the plot is Dobby finds you and takes you, he apparates with you to Hogwarts because Dumbledore needs this suitcase that he has, and he needs your help. And you are literally walking and apparating through Hogwarts, and you're on like the staircase, and the staircase is moving, and and you can see everyone around you. It's unbelievable because like you're walking with the group of people, and oh my gosh, and you're spell casting along the way as well, and you see nifflers and you see pixies, and you're just trying to. This was something I've never and I've done VR before, but this was on another level. This was unbelievably amazing. And then I found out afterwards, because there's at one point something happens and you need to spell cast throughout the game, because it's basically like a game. If you like kind of have a group leader who's like 1, 2, 3, and you do it together, it's like a totally different experience if you do it at different times. So like they should just try to do it all together at the same time. But oh my God, that was so amazing. I mean, just to come up here is worth the price of admission. But wow, I can't this entire thing is. Okay, so I'm waiting here because they're gonna have a team member come back and grab me so I can go back downstairs to the flying experience. I also found out that if you are in a wheelchair, this particular experience, both versions, you can be in your wheelchair or you can transfer to a room downstairs. But for this one, you actually can see the wheelchair in the experience. The one in the room, if you don't want to transfer, then you don't see it, but this one you do, which I think is honestly super amazing. There is elevators to go up and down, and you go through the Flu Network, and it's amazing. So I definitely recommend this for people who are handicapped, because I think, or use wheelchairs, because I think this is going to be an incredibly different experience than anybody else can have, and I think that's really, really special. Oh my goodness, and into the Flu Network. This is very cool. I'm in the Flu Network, it's the elevator. The team members here are unbelievably nice. Tonya, she's the best, she's so great, I love her. And they refunded me for the flying VR experience. They are going to see if they can try to get me on a show in between shows, but it might not happen. So we're gonna figure that out. But as of right now, they're also like giving me some free butterbeer ice cream, which is so incredibly lovely. They're absolutely so kind. I can't recommend this enough. They offered me free butterbeer, but I told them I don't really drink the traditional, this kind of butterbeer, and they only have this kind here. So they said they're gonna give me a free butterbeer ice cream, plus they did refund me, and I still get to fly if it's possible today, but the flying experience is still down. Thank you so much! What? What is this magic? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Woo! Stop it.
A wizard.
Amazing. I would clap if I had hands to clap. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, I am so ready for this butterbeer ice cream. I am literally a disaster. I got the ice cream all over me. I can't with my life. I love butterbeer soft serve. So I'm gonna wait here for about an hour, go shop a little maybe, after I have my ice cream. Then I'm gonna go check on downstairs. And if they're not running up, then, you know, I guess we'll see what I can do, because right now the experiences are pretty sold out. But honestly, like, everybody here is so incredibly helpful, so incredibly nice. You know, just if something like this happens to you, just please have like some patience and be kind to the team members, because they're not causing this, you know, technical difficulty, and this is super new. Like, this just opened. I'm here like on maybe like the third or fourth day that this is open. So just have some patience. It's so worth it. It's like, I mean, I only did the one so far, but it was amazing. So just, you know, have kindness, be patient. And then if something happens, you know, they're gonna be good to you. They're gonna give you a refund. They might even give you a butterbeer or a butterbeer ice cream. I literally, everybody I spoke to today are so unbelievably nice. And I mean, I'd rather hang out here in the Harry Potter store for a few extra hours than not hang out in the Harry Potter store and for a few extra hours. My flight is about to take off? Well, that's pretty amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Well, that's fantastic. I just finished my ice cream. Didn't even have time to shop at all. And I just so happened to come downstairs because the bathroom was down here. And she found me, and we're going inside. I'm so excited that I get to do this. Though I just ate all that ice cream really fast, which was a mistake. And now I'm going to be flying into VR. So wish me luck, please. Please. I realized I didn't mention this. If you have motion sickness, these are not experiences I recommend. And I also don't recommend eating a bunch of butterberry ice cream or anything and then doing this because I'm really scared right now. The other thing I will mention is I was wearing this mask, which is a little bit thicker than like a paper mask. And because of the goggles, I don't know why here it was different. Upstairs they're the same goggles, but I felt really claustrophobic with this one, so I wore my paper one inside here, which is a little better. Round two. Okay, so I finally just got out. So it actually took a bit again to calibrate everything. It took like an extra 20 minutes because at one point my hands looked like crossed like this because you can see your hands in front of you. So when you go in, you're going to sit on a saddle. You'll see your broomstick ahead of you and your wand either underneath your broomstick or to the side, depending on where you're sitting. And it's a nimbus. You'll see the tail end of the broom. And once you're totally calibrated, you should be able to see yourself. You should be able to see, things around you. And the flying part is absolutely so spectacular. Unfortunately, at the part where you were supposed to grab your wand, my wand did not appear, even though it did in the beginning. So it was a little sad it didn't fully work out for me. They just kind of, at this point, they kind of just said, yeah, we don't know. I don't know. I guess you can maybe ask if you can try again if it doesn't work, but I don't know if that's a guarantee or not because they just told us, like, oh, sorry. So, yeah, I think it was like super cool. I didn't think I love flying. Like I thought I was really, really, really gonna love this. And granted, I thought it was like amazing. So basically, the plot is that Dobby finds you, takes you to Hagrid, and there are Death Eaters on the loose, and you're flying, and you're supposed to be fighting the Death Eaters, and it's like it looks amazing. Like you're flying through the air in London, and it's raining, and you can feel the rain and the wind, like you're getting spritzed. It's a really interesting and cool experience. Personally though, like it didn't feel as like kind of like how I wanted it. Like in the very beginning it felt good, like you gotta have like a second to kind of like fly on your own, and it feels really, really cool. But once we got into that part of it, I don't know, like I don't know if it was just my broom in particular, but I didn't have like the best flying experience. I still think this is absolutely amazing, but honestly after all day, and maybe I would feel different if my wand did work, so please let me know in the comments like what you feel. But personally, if you were going to choose, I think I would still choose Chaos at Hogwarts because you get to see upstairs, and the only way you'll do that is being able to get the VR experience. So I think being able to see platform 9 3/4 upstairs is amazing. And the fact is that like you're walking around this whole room and you feel like you're walking through Hogwarts. It's unreal. Like it really is unreal. As much as I love the feeling of flying, that experience felt like so much more. I don't know the right word. Like it feels like out of this world. Like it feels like futuristic almost, of how amazing the design is, of how you're able to kind of walk through the rooms, and it just but you're in one room, so it just feels super, super different. And I think it's really, really spectacular. But I think both are amazing. I think you're gonna have a great time at both. And again, if this happens where things go wrong, just be patient, and the team members are doing their best to get you going and for you to have a great time. But there we have it. Took a few extra hours than planned, but we did it. Oh, and since we had to wait a little bit, I felt okay after eating all that butterbeer ice cream and going in there. So we're okay. We did it. Well, my dudes, that was the VR experiences here at Harry Potter New York. Let me know in the comments if you think this is something that you would want to do, if you think it was worth it, or if you don't think it's worth it at all. I just do love the fact that you can come to the store without having to do the virtual wait. I think that's really great. Plus the experiences are so cool, and being able to go upstairs and seeing a completely like new spot that you can only see if you go upstairs, I think is really, really interesting and really, really cool. I personally recommend both experiences. Again, if I was going to choose, I'd still say I would pick Chaos at Hogwarts, just because you get to see upstairs, and it's a really, really cool experience of being able to just walk around Hogwarts. I think it's really, really cool. I love the flying as well. Such a crazy day. It's literally like 1:30 and I got here at 10:30 or before 10:30, so it's been a long day. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit your bell notification so you don't miss anything that goes on this channel, and follow me on Instagram at Magical Hijinx. Until next time, my dudes, I hope you guys get into some hijinks. very, very soon. Bye-bye.